Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading about a Taurus involved situation. So, you or your person could have Taurus in your chart, or that's the energy that we are embodying right now. Could be a little bit stagnant, stubborn. We've got somebody that is facing a fear or some sort of challenge where they have to let go of a behavior, possibly even a person, that really only causes heartbreak or disappointment with the Three of Swords. And with the Chariot and the reverse, it's basically coming across as this person is being asked to acknowledge that if you know you need to let go of this person or this behavior to move forward, then why aren't you doing that yet? So, kind of asking for some action here to help this individual avoid a negative outcome, right? Hi there, Peggy. How are you doing? Excellent. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Likewise. All right, let's start off with, I'm pulled towards the Gilded Reverie, the Extended Lenormand. See what else we have for you. All right, we have the man, or I guess how I like to refer to him, the shirtless man. There are two men in this deck, and one has a shirt and one doesn't. And yes, the implications apply. And then we have the birds, which would be a symbol for communication or conversation, that kind of thing. Hi there, Tiana. How are you doing? Let's get one more here before I say what I'm thinking. Okay, so here's what I'm getting. We have somebody here that is being talked about. I kind of feel like somebody is twisting the story or adjusting some of the facts to suit their desired outcome. They're trying to make somebody look bad, but with this child coming out at the end, or a little girl, we've got a sense of innocence here. So I feel like there's a misunderstanding of somebody's true character, but it could also just be literally somebody knows that this person has good character, but they want to frame them as not having good character. So, very much so, feels important to trust your intuition and your instincts around people, and also get all of the information. Don't just believe what somebody else says happened. I feel like there's a need to, check, like trust but verify kind of thing. All right, this is the Metamuse. We have the Empress, Taurus energy. Just saying. Seven of Cups. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. There is absolutely a test or a challenge happening for this Taurus. Here's the thing. I see somebody here. How do I explain this? It's like a test for two people. Like, two people are doing really well in a class of, let's say, 15 people, and there's a tournament, and these two really bright classmates are the two that made it to the end, right? So it's like people are cheering them on, people are excited for them, but also some people are jealous and angry that they didn't win. It's a whole community, right? But we have two people that have genuinely been pursuing bettering their life. And it's at a critical point where it's like I see a decision tree, right? Like the decisions that you make greatly impact whether or not you can get where you need to go. Kind of like if you are misled by a GPS system, maybe there's construction or a road closed for a parade. But if you miss a specific turn, or if you turn left when you're supposed to turn right, you can get to a point where literally the only option is to turn around, as opposed to like rerouting. Oh, I'll just take the next block and then come back. You know, you can't always do that. I feel like it's getting to a point where someone in this pair has a decision that has like a terminal end, right? Like if you choose this, then you lose an opportunity for good. If you choose correctly, there are some good things waiting for you. But the whole weight of that is on a decision where there's multiple choices that might get a little bit confusing for someone in terms of identifying what the small print really means, or what the, I don't know, the truth is of a situation or somebody's character. Somebody has to use their faculty, like has to use their skill and intuition to correctly assess a situation. We have the Nine of Swords in the reverse, the Sun, and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. And part of the reason why they have to actually do their homework instead of just listening to what other people say is there is somebody here that has bad intentions and intends to use their words to manipulate a situation. It's almost like I see the person involved in this as the sun in the middle there. Somebody who is enlightened, right? They're seeing things with fresh eyes. But we also have someone on one shoulder that is maybe a little bit more in alignment with like the little devil. And then the Nine of Swords in the reverse is coming through to me as help. Something that may seem innocuous or like a small detail or somebody that wouldn't be able to help you, offering help or guidance that ends up being very meaningful. So part of the journey, I think, is appreciating that you can learn from anybody. You can learn something from anybody. It's dangerous to ever assume that you're the smartest person in a room, because you really don't know what people's brains are like. But if you go into the situation as I might learn something valuable from literally anybody, then you won't miss this, whatever this is. It's a piece of information that's very helpful. It's a piece of information that's missing right now, that once acquired would be held very closely to the chest, like a password, an account number, an address, a phone number. This is a specific piece of information that once acquired, this individual is going to hold very closely to it and probably not be very open to sharing it with anybody else. Ten of Cups in the reverse, Princess of Cups in the reverse. We have somebody that is acknowledging there was immaturity at the core of their actions, and that they have to make a fundamental change or kind of venture out on their own if they want to reclaim what was lost or move forward, right? No need to be jealous of someone badass, Tiana. Come on, you're badass. Princess of Cups in the reverse is also giving me a sense of like reinforcement that there's somebody either younger than you, less experienced than you, less educated, whatever it is. This is not somebody that people would normally listen to, but there's somebody here that gives you information that's important or helps you get on the right track that you have to be willing to like trust or like look into what they're saying, right? Four of Swords and the Tower. Whoever is aligned with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, which was the energy that was willing to use words to manipulate a situation, this is somebody who would like to keep another person stuck. I kind of feel like this person almost like collects people, like wants to have an entourage or wants to have like a hierarchy of people below them. Like, I want to be king of the hill. And I don't know, it's almost like if I let go of this person, then what else will I lose? How many of my fans will I lose? How many of my friends will I lose? Customers, I don't know. There's something that makes this Queen of Swords in the reverse feel like everything falls down if this individual moves forward and stops staying in the same place. All right, this is the Golden Art Nouveau. Three of Pentacles, Two of Wands in the reverse, and the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Whoever is the Queen of Swords in the reverse, the kind of controlling, dishonest energy who fancies themselves kind of like a leader, there's somebody here who sees how they have treated the Taurus or Taurus's person and judged it as unfair. Someone in this community or this group, this family. And because they feel compelled to help Taurus or their person, they do something to like put their finger on the scale or make things better for this person. Like, I know that you need to know where this person is, or I know you need to know a hotel room, or I know you need to know a phone number. I know you need to know something. This person helps and says, like, basically to themselves, like, I'm going to make this right. I'm not going to let this person be selfish. I'm not going to let this person get in the way of something good. And whoever does this, whoever is kind of, it's like, what was that movie with Matt Damon, who I think was a janitor and then actually was like super intelligent mathematically. It's like you hear the word janitor and people make assumptions on what kind of education level you have, right? Maybe I just like to clean, right? But Matt Damon's character was like ridiculously smart. It's just like somebody is consistently judged as not as valuable as they actually are when they're actually like quite wise. And they help in this situation because they see that there's a beautiful possibility for somebody that they want to like facilitate, right? We have the Three of Cups in the reverse. And what I'm taking this to mean is where one door closes, another door opens. If there was a missed opportunity for a reunion or seeing each other, there's another one popping up on the screen. There's another one becoming available. And there might be someone here that thinks they've lost the opportunity already, that it's like already over. And they might be kind of freaking out. Yeah. King of Wands, Six of Wands in the reverse. I've been working to get to my, desired outcome, to make a love offer, to change my career, to move somewhere else. Whatever this King of Wands is really focused on, whatever battle he's fighting, he feels like something has already cost him this battle. Like he's already lost it. So he's thinking, like, what now? But I don't think he's right. I think there's still some opportunity here for him. We have the Star and Temperance. Yes, I believe that answers that question. For those that have sought wisdom and changed behavior and seen a different type of life for themselves, inspired by unconditional love or a desire to be a better version of themselves, these individuals are going to find blessings, insight, or intuition that helps guide them, and a sense of balance or equilibrium that they maybe haven't really experienced before. This is really peaceful energy. And this is something they're capable of manifesting and have been capable of manifesting, but they had to actually do it, right? This is the Magician. So we have somebody realizing that they're capable of making a change that would be beneficial and would also be the right thing to do, because they feel like they embodied this same energy as the Queen of Swords in the reverse. This is them saying they need to make right a situation where they manipulated with words, almost like they were imitating the person who fancies themselves the leader of this group or this community. They aren't the same, though. Tower in the reverse. We have the Tower in the upright, Tower in the reverse right below it. So there's a shift in perception here. What somebody may have at one time considered a horrible decision or not the right thing for them is now seen as highly desired or exactly what somebody needs. If you had told me, 5 years ago that I was going to move where I am right now, I would have laughed at you. If somebody had told me that I was going to move where I did 4 years ago, 10 years ago, I would have laughed at them. Your tastes change. What you want, what you need as far as surroundings, people, career, whatever it is, they may shift and change over time. And I feel like this is this individual realizing what I once wanted was kind of shallow and I'm not after that anymore. I would like to have some meaningful connections in my life. So let's get a few from the Fairy Godmother Oracle. Magic. Knowledge. So I'm seeing this as whoever is the Empress, the kind of like inspiration for somebody to make a change here, is seen as magical in some way, very unique, able to make things happen, able to heal or soothe people, build things or create things. They may be artistic or musical, a great parent. Whatever it is, this person is looking at the Empress as very wise and learning from them. With the knowledge card, this is like, I can be a happier version of myself if I take pointers from this other person, right? Actually, let's go to, this is the Crow Tarot. Hi, Ben. How are you doing? Four of Swords. Four of Cups in the reverse, and Judgment. And we did have the Four of Swords right here. The number 44 could be important to you. This feels like acknowledging that certain behavior was contributing to stagnation or unhappiness, and that it's time to once and for all make a very important decision, right? So I feel like this is somebody who has acknowledged they needed to at one point make a decision, but they may have been procrastinating it because they were a little bit scared or nervous about it. Queen of Wands in the reverse, and also possibly concerned about what kind of fallout there might be from somebody who's envious or controlling in the situation. Because I feel like whoever this Queen of Swords in the reverse, the first one is, this is somebody that likes to tell people what they should be doing. We have the Fool in the reverse and the Six of Swords. So after making the wrong choice, somebody has decided they want to correct their course or make things right, make things as they should have been. A transformation. This person is ascending. Four of Pentacles in the reverse, Temperance in the reverse. They're letting go of something that was a comfort, possibly a trauma bond with somebody where they went through so much, it was hard to imagine life without that person or without that behavior or toxic decision making. It's having to like redefine how you approach things, and maybe even, you know, how you make money, how you evaluate if you're happy, how you let your hair down and enjoy yourself. You know, like somebody is recognizing the instability and the chaos where it originates and how they can address that problem and, you know, improve their life. All right, we're going to get a few from the, is this Everyday? Yeah, Everyday Tarot. We have the Nine of Wands. I feel like this is hesitation. Somebody who has been through a lot and feels like compelled to do something, but nervous about how it'll actually go on, how it'll actually happen, right? Hi there, Healing Frequencies. How are you doing? We have the Queen of Wands in the upright, Ten of Swords. I feel like I did something to offend this Queen of Wands. Speaking from that, like, the Taurus or their person, probably not the Empress, because I would say the Empress is the Queen of Wands. Could be different. You have to remember this is a general reading. But we have somebody here that is known for making things happen or taking action when they need to, feeling like they needed to end a situation or contemplating, do I just need to let this go? Do I just need to start fresh and forget about this person? Do I need to accept that we are too different? See how the swords are different color? It's like, do I have to say to myself, this isn't worth it because we have two very different lifestyles or perspectives, and I don't know how to like meld those together, right? We have the Chariot and the Page of Cups in the reverse. Five of Wands in the reverse. This person feels a sense of urgency to have a conversation with the Empress, but knows that they can't just, you know, say I'm sorry and move forward. Like there needs to be an understanding of why what happened, and why there's been a desire to change things, because there's been some time that's passed and there's been some time for people to be up in their heads about what happened, you know? There's a way for this to have the ending that the King of Wands would like, but it is not an easy one. There we have Temperance again. And we've also already had Justice. Making it right. This is, I think, a very genuine apology and perhaps even some sort of significant like gift or action taken to show that somebody is serious. We have the Page of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Again, there's some piece of information here that passes to the King of Pentacles in this situation that changes the course of this connection and enables an offer to be extended. See how we have with the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, he's sitting there with his pentacle and then it gets extended. It's an offer coming from this king. And it's underneath the Queen of Wands. From the king to the queen. Four of Wands. Two of Swords. It's like a determination to make this offer, knowing there's a chance that the answer would not be what they want. You know, like, well, I got to try it, right? Hi, Zanab, how are you doing? And then I can at least say, I tried. I did what I could. I don't have to be angry at myself for, you know, being afraid or procrastinating or just letting it fester. This person has a newfound self-respect. There could have been something that went their way or some sort of conversation that really changed their perspective in terms of agency over their own life or being, you know, captain of their own ship. King of Cups. But I like it because this person has come out as the Magician. They've come out as the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and now as the King of Cups. This is somebody who is displaying that they have the ability to rise to the occasion and be an emperor to match the Empress. But they have to move past their fear of love. They have to move past their fear of making an offer or being there to actually be a good person in a relationship. There's something that's a little bit like wild, wild west, like unknown for this person. They may not have had a lot of exclusive relationships. They may not have done a lot of pursuing. They may not have had many relationships recently. Whatever it is, there's some sort of like feeling like I don't, like a fish out of water kind of thing, right? All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. Thank you everyone for the likes and the subscribes and for being you. I hope to see you on my next reading.